What's going on, guys? My name is Jack. Welcome back to the Photoshop Masterclass course. We are jumping into the advanced section, or continuing it on, and we're going to be doing animation. Now, on screen is exactly what we wrapped up in the last two episodes, the first two episodes of the advanced section. And now I want to explore animation. Animation is something that, it is historically not necessarily something that you'd associate Photoshop with. You'd maybe more assume animation's more to do with maybe the Premiere Pro, the After Effects section of the Adobe suite, right? The more video-oriented stuff. However, Photoshop definitely has animation options, and most of the GIFs that you guys see online and stuff like that is done using the basic animation in Photoshop. Now, how do you access the animation in Photoshop? It's actually just through another tab. A tab is anything like the Layers tab, or even the tools over here is a tab. As you see, we can pick it up and move it around, and essentially we just want to go ahead and open up the animation tab. Now, it's not called the animation tab. The actual official name is the timeline, just how you'd have a timeline in any video editor, right? It would sort of be down here, and you construct stuff on it. Now, to actually access that, simply go up to Window and go down here, and it says timeline. We can go ahead and tick that, and it actually pops up like this. Now, we actually hover over here. I just want to drag it up a bit so we got a bit more space to work with, right? And we notice it says create video timeline. Now, essentially, as soon as we click that, what we've done is open up this project right here, our very own TQ9 Media advanced title project, and we've opened it up to the ability to actually animate it and make it a moving image. So it's actually press that, click video, and we actually see a little sort of thing right here. It says click the video icon to add media to a track, drag clips to rearrange or combine them. So we notice that we can actually add different media to it, right? Adding media could be an overlay, it could be even a moving image, whatever the case may be. Maybe that'll be very relevant when we explore the final episode of this section coming up, which is going to be building a advanced animated poster in Photoshop. We might want to go ahead and export or import some cool stuff, and I'm going to have a couple cool things for you guys, don't sweat it, but pretty much let's explore the absolute basics of animation. So right down here we have a 1 second timeline, right? So that's a second, or it's by the second timeline, okay? So this is in total it's a 5-second sequence. We notice right down here is the actual full-blown timer, and we can see each one of these is a second right here, okay? So in here, if we go maybe halfway through, that's half a second. So essentially, say we took the TQ9, and these are both now, at this point, they are two different images, right? And essentially, say we wanted to create some sort of animated situation, right? We could actually go ahead and get the TQ9, for example, and maybe even go here and actually go ahead and get the scissor tool, cut that, and even cut the media as well, and actually just go ahead and delete the media from that. And we see that it would start, if we even press play, it would start, and then the media would disappear. However, what if I go over here again to an even sort of section, go ahead and make sure I'm highlighting it, cut right through it, and actually just delete that final section. So we've got TQ9 media and then boom media. And then say I actually selected this and got the TQ9 text right here, press Control T to highlight it all, drag it right there into the middle, and then maybe even made it big, as you see right here. So I drag it out so it's more sort of actually filling the actual the project, right? It's filling the actual area, the workspace we've got here. And now what we've got is this sort of animated situation where it goes from we press play to go ahead and play it. It goes from TQ9 media to TQ9, and then we could actually highlight our original two, press Control C, Control V, which is copy pasted that, go to the or extend out, or actually just drag these over, right? So that they are essentially coming in, and we can zoom in. They come in the exact frame that this one goes away, and as you see right there, it's just loading. And now what we've got is TQ9 media, TQ9, TQ9 media. So it flashes between. We're almost right now creating like a live GIF, which is almost like a promo GIF. And again, we could just continue this trend going, Control C, Control V, copy it. And in fact, maybe this time we actually go ahead and highlight all of them, right? And we don't highlight that one, press Control C, Control V. It's going to bring those up. We drag it to the end, and right now we've got 2 seconds, if we press play, of TQ9 media, TQ9, as we see right there. And it looks like there might have been a slight mess up here, maybe by 1 frame, or it could have just been a glitch. So if there's any inconsistencies, as we see right there, it definitely looked like there was an inconsistency, but in retrospect, it's looking like it might just be a little glitch. So some of the stuff will just be a little glitch because it's still trying to render what's happening, if you will, and process it. But just like that, you see how quickly through the use of the timeline and, a couple different chops and cuts, we're able to animate this, which was previously just a still image. And nothing changes to our layers or anything. Everything is done over here in the actual timeline itself. And what's even cooler is you can even add transitions to this type of stuff. So for example, say we went and clicked here, we get a fade. You drag and drop a fade on there. So essentially we could even have some sort of fade situation. Now, obviously to do that, we'd have to maybe drag that over an extra frame or two so it would have a little bit of room. But again, that's definitely not looking ideal right there. It's looking nicer when it just cuts between. But you see there is the room for improvement, and you can actually mess with a couple different transitions and stuff like that. And I'm sure we'll be messing with stuff as we go. But overall, that right there, that's the basics of animation in Adobe Photoshop. You can open up the timeline by going up here to Window. You can open that up, and you actually are able to animate your image. And if you guys actually wanted to go ahead and save that as an animated image, we would be saving that as a GIF. Press Control-Shift-S, go here, and we could actually go ahead and save that as a GIF right there, and literally go ahead and call this one a TQ9 flicker. It flickers in TQ9. It's going to flicker. It's going to open up our window right here. GIF save options. I'm going to just go ahead and press OK, and it's going to save. It'll take a little second to save just like that. But now, when we actually go ahead and get our Photoshop project open, right? We got all our Photoshop stuff right here. We see we got the TQ9 flicker, and if we click on it, it is a live GIF right now that's been fully animated and can be imported. I could, bring that over to social media, whatever, go ahead and throw that up on Twitter or whatever the case may be, and this would be a live animated GIF that just stays looping, as you see right there. So what I want to do is I want to come back and explore the process of creating a even more realistic GIF. That right there is a GIF based on text. Let's come back and make a GIF based on actual pictures and evolving through a sequence, aka a series of motions that, when combined, actually look pretty cool. That might sound a bit vague, but it'll make perfect sense when we come back with the next episode. I'll see you guys there.